So one more control, HTML control, is checkbox list. So checkbox list. So checkbox list is often used in groups to indicate a series of choices. So this control, this checkbox box is often used in groups to indicate a series of choices. Choices. The syntax is input type equal to checkbox and name. So this is the syntax for checkbox. So we can write in HTML document like checkbox.html. Okay, take one header element and qualifications, input type equal to checkbox and a name. Type checkbox. Type checkbox and name. Okay, so these are the checkboxes, and if you run this example, so these are the checkboxes. Can write these names in outside of checkbox: BTech and MCA and MBA and MS. Okay, we can select multiple options from using checkbox list. So these are the checkbox list, and one more control is list box. So list box is similar to text box. List box is similar to text box. It will declare number of text rows. It will declare number of number of text rows, and we can select select number of options from list of choices. So this is the list box example. So already explained to previous classes. Listbox.html. So the control is same like drop down list, but here we have to define attribute like multiple equal to multiple. So we can select multiple options from this list of choices. For drop down list we can select only one option. Okay, we can remove these attributes. Okay, we can select only one option from list of options. For list box you can select multiple options. So if you run this, okay, this is the list box and this is the drop down list. So you can select only one option, and from list box you can select multiple options by holding control, okay, control key. Using control key you can select multiple options. So we have to write the backend code to save this all these options in database. And one more tag is center tag. Center tag. So the center tag is used to align the elements in center element. Center tag is used to align HTML elements in center element. Okay, center element. So use center tag, starting tag and end tag, and between these two starting tag and end tag we have to define elements, HTML elements like a paragraph or div element or anything, whatever it is we can define elements. So all these elements are center aligned. So this is the syntax. So but in HTML5 version, so they are removed center tag. Okay, so in HTML5 center tag is not available. Up to HTML 4.0 version, center tag is available. Okay, so because nowadays all developers are using CSS. Okay, so center tag is uh, not important to align the center elements in center. center tag.html. So here image, okay, and source penguins image, and width 200 pixels and height 200 pixels, and alternate text, okay, and next paragraph, sample paragraph. So if you run this example, elements are displayed left ln. So this controls display in left ln. So I want to display these two image in center ln. So use center ln, center tag. So here center tag is not available in HTML5. So because it's not appear center, okay. So if you put this image in center tag, so display image in center ln, and we can place this paragraph also in center ln, center element. So here for center tag displaying underline, okay, some line. See here, XHTML5 element center is not supported, okay. So HTML5 center tag is not supported, so but we can use. So without center tag, to display elements in center, we have to write some CSS properties, okay. So we can remove this center tag, and now these two elements are in left ln. Take one div element to align the center, and for div id is content, okay, div id content, and style attribute content, margin, auto, and position absolute, and top 0%, and left 0%, and right 0%. So run this example, center align, and we have to define width and width for div element, div tag. Width is 80%, so 200 pixels, and height also 200 pixels. Okay, see this. So we have to write some CSS properties to align the center. So all L- all HTML controls elements display in center align. So because of this style, so I will explain these style properties in CSS. And next elements is HTML's div and span elements. First of all, div element. So div tag defines a section. Okay, div tag defines a section in HTML document, and div tag used to group block elements to format them with CSS. So we can add multiple HTML elements. Any HTML element inside div tag. So any element we can add, like a paragraph. Okay, paragraph or span or text box. Okay, or button. Any element we can add inside a div tag. The common attributes for div element. Common attributes for div element. Div element is style and class, and one more is ID. And another element is span element. Span element is used to group inline elements. You can place span element inside div element. We can place span element inside div or paragraph. Okay, so div or paragraph, and we cannot insert other HTML elements inside span. okay, inside span. So for this example, div span.html. Here one div element, and some content is there. So content is, you can place this content inside div. So here see here, inside div element we added one span element, span and some content. Okay, span element is used to inside inline elements. So we can add multiple span and sample content. Run this example, and total div element and okay, there is some gap. Okay, span element. So this is inline elements. So to display inline elements, group inline elements, use span inside div, and outside of div we can add span separately and sample content. Okay, this is sample content, and inside div sample content span. Okay, this is div and this is span. We can upload different styles for particular content using span. Style equal to color red. So text color is red color for this span content. Okay, this part display in red color text. Okay, so this is the span example. Okay, only this span content display in red color style. And one more tag is iframe. Okay, iframe. So these iframes are used to display web page within a web page. Iframe is used to display web page within web page, and also we can display other websites in our HTML document. And using iframes. We can play YouTube videos in HTML document. Okay, we can play the YouTube videos. So the syntax is iframe and source. This is the path of web page and another website, and width of iframe and height of iframe, and close tag. Okay, ending tag. So for this I will show an example. iframe.html form. So I want to display okay, order list form in iframes. Okay, order list.html form in iframes. Iframe and source equal to order list.html form, and width 300 pixels and height 300 pixels. H1 tag display order list form. So run this example. Okay, see here, list of names, order list form. So order list form display in iframe.html form. So this is the order list form. So this HTML form display in iframes.html form. So using iframe, so we can display another websites in our website. Use iframe and source equal to, and so I will give the path and width 500 pixels and height also 500 pixels. So for example, 33 schools. So we can place this website for source. So if you refresh this form, display HTML 33 schools website in our web form. So 33 schools website displayed in our web form. So we can redirect to any form in this website. Okay, and next, using iframes we can play YouTube videos. So we can take the YouTube video URL from, okay, okay, this form in this okay, YouTube, copy this video embed code. Okay, copy embed code and paste here. Okay, you will get the iframe width 854 and height 480, and source is the video URL, and frame border 0, yellow full screen. If you run this example, okay, this short film is played in our web form. So for automatically play, use auto play equal to 1, auto play. So automatically it will play. So using iframes and allow full screens, when you double click on video, it will display in full screen, and frame border 0. So, and there is no border for YouTube, this iframes. So this is the uses of iframes. And to play videos in our website, we can use embed tags or source or video element. Okay, to play the audio in our web form, use audio element or track. So use these 5 elements to play videos or audio. So what is to audio and track to play the MP3 or any file formats. Okay, audio tracks. So these three play videos. For example, using embed tag. So in embed tag also play audios and videos. Okay, and video control. So video control, play the video. So for this, inspect element, use video element and source. Okay, and controls attribute to display these controls: play control, okay, and volume control and full screen control. And audio control, display only audio, play only audio. And these are the HTML elements. And now HTML5 features. So already features are explained. HTML5 features. Okay, figure element, and we does not need to specify doc type Okay, local storage, email input, header. So these are the HTML5 features. So I will explain one by one. First one is doc type. Okay, doc type. So already I explained the doc type. HTML 4.2 version, HTML 4.0 version based on SGML. Okay, standard generalized markup language, and DTD specifies rules for the rules for markup language. So must and should we have to define DTD specification in HTML documents, like sample form. So we remove this. doctype.html. In HTML5 we have to write like this, doctype HTML only. So HTML5 not based on SGML, so that browser can understand what type of documents we are executing. So but in HTML 4.0, documents don't know what type of documents we are executing. So for that we have to specify the doc type DTD. Doc type HTML and public and hyphen w3 w3c w3c slash DTD slash xhtml 1.0 and transitional and slash en and next space double quotes and any tag. In this double quotes, http slash www dot double three dot org world web world web world wide web double three dot org and tr xhtml1 html1 and hyphen transitional dot DTD. So we have to specify this line in HTML 4.0 so that browser can render the document correctly. Okay, sample content. So run this example. Okay, documents are executing correctly. So in HTML5 we don't need this, only we can write doctype HTML. So this is the main feature in HTML5. And next one is figure element. Figure element figure element specify defined with figure element defined with figure tag figure tag okay, figure tag. So figure element is used to display images and its description. and its description So for this example, figure.html form. So use figure element and image source penguins and width to 200 pixels and height to 200 pixels and alternate text sample. And for this image description, fig caption. Okay, fig caption. So this is the caption for image. Use paragraph. This is caption for above. Above image. Okay, so in real time we can use this figure element to display image and its description. And one more feature is no more types for scripts and links. No more types for scripts and links. Scripts links means script is used to call JavaScript JavaScript files in our HTML document. Okay, links element is used to call style sheets. Okay, style sheets. So in HTML 4.0 version, for this example, no more types.html. In header section, we have to call the JavaScript function, JavaScript to files and CSS style sheets. I have one JS file in our folder. Okay, sample.js file. Okay, sample.js file and NCS file, style sheet, sample.css. Okay, save with extension .css and JS file save with extension .js. Okay, see here sample.js and sample.css. To call this JavaScript files and CSS files in our document, use script tag and source equal to sample.js file and type equal to text JavaScript. Okay, and for CSS link and href equal to sample.css and type equal to text CSS. So in HTML 4.0 we have to define this type. Okay, this type attribute. So must and should we have to define this. So without this type attribute we can't do anything in HTML 4.0, but in HTML5 we can remove this. Okay, okay, style sheets. I have one development, sample content, okay, and one button also inside development, type equal to button and value equal to display date function, display date button. Okay, so using CSS style sheet I can apply styles for development. Okay, development and or this paragraph. Okay, paragraph ID is p1. So we can write styles for in CSS file p1 color is red color and background color is okay, any color code, and using JS file you can call the JavaScript function. When you click on the button, function display date function in JavaScript, display current date. Okay, current date in alert box when you click on the button. For this use onClick event to call the JavaScript functions. Okay, display date function. So here there is no JavaScript code in our HTML document and a CSS code. Okay, using CSS style sheet and JS file we are calling the JavaScript functions and the CSS classes. Okay, so run this example. Okay, background color is applied and text color also applied. So when you click on this button, alert box is displayed and Friday June 10 2016 and current local time India Standard Time is displayed. So by using JavaScript. Okay, so for this we can remove this HTML file and now run this example. Okay, style is applied and alert box also displayed. And one more feature is content editable. Content editable. So using this content editable, using this feature, we can edit content in browser. Okay, in browser. The browser's hello allows you to edit the content in runtime. For this example, content editable .html form. So for example, list of names is there. Okay, list of names. So I want to change list of names in the runtime. Okay, by default it will display like normal list items. So now I want to edit these names in the runtime in the browser. So we can make it as content editable. Okay, we have to add this attribute content editable equal to true. So now we can edit this content. Okay, some example name. So okay, we can add number of items also. So this is very helpful for local storage and for to-do list item, to-do lists. This is based on the local storage. This will take the advantage of local storage for content editable. Use content editable attribute to edit the content in browser. And one more feature is email inputs. In HTML 4.0 we don't have uh, email inputs like email input types. Okay, for example, to enter the email format in text box in HTML4 there is no type, only we can add type equal to text. Okay, in HTML5 they added one feature for input type equal to email. So now we can enter only email formats. Okay, emails in this text box. For example, email input.html form. So use form tag user to submit the data to the server. Input type equal to email, type equal to email, and placeholder email, and after that input type equal to submit button. Submit the data to the server, and value submit. So run this example. So this text box only accept email formats. Okay, see here it will display alert box, alert message. Please include an @ in the email address. So merchant should we have to enter @ and gmail or yahoo.com. Okay, so that it will submit the data to the server. For normal text boxes, you can enter any type of email format. Input normal text box. Okay, email. In normal text box, you can enter any email. But in this email type text box, merchant should we have to include @. And next feature is canvas. So using this canvas element, so we can draw graphics. Okay, graphics on a web page. So use canvas element to draw the graphics. The real-time example, we are implemented this canvas in our website. This is also CyberSense website. So in this website, students uh, can do the signature in online. Okay, when student open this form, it will display form like this, and the student can do the signature in signature box. Okay, so the name is Narayana. So okay, Narayana, and after do the signature in this box, click OK, and after that student have to submit this form to the CyberSense. Okay, So using this canvas element, we can do the signature in online. Okay, inspect element. So see here, canvas element. So for this we have to write some JavaScript code to do the signature. Write some JavaScript to functionality. So for this, so these are the HTML concepts.